and welcome to Time with Terri, coming to you from the Space Coast of sunny Florida, where we have the beautiful Atlantic Ocean, lovely rivers, and see rockets in the sky and hear that tremendous sonic boom. I'm Terri, a retired healthcare professional who has worked with seniors my entire career. Now, I'm at that stage in my life. In this outlet, Time with Terri, I would like to hear your concerns and share your ideas, because to me, this is not just a podcast. It's my mission as a senior advocate to connect you with an amazing network of resources, because in Brevard County, we care about our seniors. I would also like to support small businesses and local charitable organizations. Today, my trivia question is, can you name some famous men that were cheerleaders? You will be very surprised at this. Well, today we're going to have a moving experience. For your next move, are you looking for a reputable company that's hassle-free? Well, do I have the man and the company for you? I am very happy to introduce you to my friend, Colton Jones, with Top Team Moving. I am very impressed by you, Colton. You are an ambitious young man. You graduated college at the age of 20, started a business, and you've had a successful business now for 4 years. So,
yeah.
Tell me, I'm sorry.
Don't
mean to interrupt
you. Thank you. Yeah, hyping me up.
Yeah. Well, you deserve it. You have a good reputation in the area, and I wanna support you.
Thank you.
So, how did you graduate college at the age of 20?
So, beautiful thing about Florida is they have a dual enrollment program, which means you can basically take your college courses during high school. So that's what I did. I went to Satellite High School, but I wasn't there for the majority of the time. Most of the time I was actually at Eastern Florida State College, and then went off to UCF right after I graduated from high school and got my associates. And I was there for 3 semesters and got my bachelor's in business and psychology.
That's fantastic. And the reason why the question is about male cheerleaders is you were at UCF, you were a cheerleader?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, cheer was super fun. I would definitely do it all over again. Maybe I wish a little bit that I had stuck around for a little longer and pursued that a little bit more, but business has always been my passion, so I was hungry to get out in the field. But for the time that I was there, it was pretty epic.
Yeah. That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, now you're originally from Tulsa?
Originally from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. I moved here going into the 8th grade and kind of just, got here and enjoyed the sunshine. Like that was the main reason that we moved here, was to be right next to the beach and have sun year round. Like, some people say that they miss the seasons. I'm cool with summer year round. Yeah. We're good.
The only season I miss is the fall. I'm from Pennsylvania, and I lived in Virginia. I lived in a lot of different states, but that's the only thing that I miss are the beautiful colors of the fall.
Yeah.
But small price to pay for not having those hard winters.
I'm saying, yeah.
I totally agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what inspired you to start a moving company?
Yeah, so, what inspired me to start a moving company was I graduated from college, and one of the buddies on the cheer team, he recommended that I go work for a moving company because I just needed something to do. Mm-hmm. And while I was doing that, I was looking at different sales positions or marketing positions because that's definitely what I wanted to get into. Mm-hmm. But then just after a few weeks of working at the moving company, I said, I could do this. I could do it better. I saw the checks they were bringing in, and I said, we're just going to make it happen. So, I didn't immediately start the moving company. I actually started to save up to start the moving company and purchase a moving truck. I did that by flipping furniture. So that was my little hustle. To get into, an actual moving company. And it translated very well because with the deliveries of the furniture, that was basically moving. And then some of those people, they would ask us to move their whole house. Mm-hmm. So it was a good way to get into it for sure.
So you started out with how many guys did you start out with?
Just grab some buddies, whether it was from different sports teams or, school or church or whatever it was. Just brought them out and said, hey, I need help. Hey, I need some muscle. Of course, we've, reached new levels of professionalism now, and we have our systems in place and really professionalized the business. But in the beginning, it was just, we need to lift things. So that's how we started. And I've always enjoyed lifting things and helping people. Before starting a moving company or working for a moving company, I was always helping people move. Mm-hmm. So
you're like, I can make a business out of this.
Absolutely. Yeah. When people are begging you to do something for them constantly, maybe that would be a good idea to start the business. Mm-hmm. If people are, please help me, start a business.
Great. Well, and now you have, how many are on your crew now?
Yeah, so right now our crew, we're in the summer season, so it kind of goes up and down, but right now we have 6 to 8 guys that we're keeping pretty consistent, and then we, have some here and there movers that we can call on whenever it's busy or we're shorthanded or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I know Derek, he's a
Derek Olinsky. He's Mr. Muscles.
I know he's a great guy. I'm sure he's a lot of fun to work with, a hard worker. Yeah, but he seems to be fun.
Yeah, he is a lot of fun. He's actually I go to Grace Church in West Melbourne, and he's the pastor's son. So
really?
Yeah, that's how we got connected. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but he's a goofball.
Good. Okay, what should customers look for to ensure that they are hiring a reputable company? What advice would you give them?
Yeah, so advice I would give someone who's looking for a moving company is really figure out what you need ahead of time. Get very clear on the goal that you are going after, and then just do some research on what's available to help you get there. And that can be done on Google. It can be done online. Look at nice reviews. Facebook, Google. That's where most people are going to do some checks on different companies they're working with. Yelp and Better Business Bureau. Those are options as well. Also, if you're working with any professionals at the time, so if you're a senior going into assisted living, I'm sure whoever the move-in coordinator there would have someone to recommend. Or a realtor, if you're working on selling your property, they usually have someone to recommend, and hopefully it's top team.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what makes you stand out over all the other companies? Yeah.
So this is something that we're still learning and how to communicate it really well, and I'm enjoying this part of business of knowing how to communicate this. So I would say there are 3 things that really make us unique. Number one, it would start with the movers who are actually out on our trucks. That's what we invest more into than anything else, is the movers that are out on the trucks, because they are the service. That's who's stepping into your home. That's who's handling your things. Those are the professionals that you need to be able to trust. And our movers, they really stand out. We go through a recruitment process. Training as well. We make sure that they're certified before they can step out on the trucks, certified by us. And then, we're constantly tracking their performance. So we do a really good job of, keeping track of the metrics and the data on these movers. So, for example, we know who's showing up on time and who's maybe not showing up on time. And we give opportunities directly based on the mover's performance. So if they're performing at a high level, showing up on time in uniform, they're getting lots of 5-star reviews from the customers. They aren't having any damages or anything. We're tracking all of that, and we're giving the highest performers the most opportunity. So that's our first unique. Our second, I would say, is we are a word of mouth based business. So people who are calling us, they're usually calling us because someone recommended us. Mm-hmm. And I think that's really important. For anyone who knows or is in business or is calling on a bunch of businesses and services right now, like, people know that the best way to go about finding the right company is word of mouth, whether you're in the consumer's perspective or the business's perspective. And we are built on that. The reason that we're built on that is because we consistently deliver at a high level. And if we don't, we're relying so much on word of mouth that if we started to not perform as well, people would find out very quickly. So we rely heavily on word of mouth, and we work with a lot of professionals who refer us. Lastly, what sets us apart is our proven process that we go through, and I like to say it's not just about move day. We aren't just the movers who are going to come and perform at a high level on move day, but we're here with you before the move, during the move, and after the move. And I think it's really important, all the prep work that goes into before the move. And it's not your job to help get things set up and successful for move day. It's our job to help walk you through that process. So we aren't just, coming out to move and taking your money. It's everything that happens before, during, of course, and then also after, making sure that everything went well, that you're satisfied that you did receive that 5-star experience that we expect. And we're just here with you every step of the way, all the way to the finish line. And we love to celebrate whenever you've made your transition and it's complete.
Good. So there's a certification. What is the certification that your movers have? Yeah,
so we're actually continuing to build that out, but basically just saying that, hey, we test them on different skills, and we're able to document each mover's skill set on YouTube, and they have their own custom private playlist. It's pretty in-depth, but just bringing them in for trainings before they get out on the trucks, making sure they can, perform to our service standards, continuing to always push to be better and learn new things, and that's the culture that we're creating with our guys.
That's good. And too, and you can help them with the organization. Because you're affiliated with the resources and like people like Christina Knowles.
Absolutely.
With Big Space now.
Yeah. That's the thing with working with Top Team. We're not just helping you on move day. We're not just helping you with the move. There's everything that goes along with that. So if you need a trusted resource to help with downsizing and organizing, Christina is our gal. That's who we call, and we love to refer her out.
Yeah, she's good. We used to work together. I was a PT assistant, and she was an OT assistant, and she would per diem. She would come to my facility once in a while. And I always loved when she worked because she was such a hard worker and she loves seniors. She really has a heart for seniors.
She does. So, she really, her heart is totally in it and she loves it. And she really cares for the people that she works with. And I'm always down to refer people out who, have that relationship with the customer that she does.
That's good, yeah. Because moving, it's hard when you move, because you want to trust a company that is going to take care of your belongings. Because first of all, it's a tough decision to make, and second of all, some things you've had furniture for generations actually, and you just want to make sure that when you move your prized possessions from point A to point B, that you have somebody who treats it well, and it's going to arrive. It's going to arrive safely.
And I tell this whenever I'm consulting with people who are moving, like, you don't get a do-over on this. You can't do this move again. You get one chance to make this move, so it's important that you work with the right people who are going to get it done the right way. Especially for seniors, like, this is most likely one of your last moves. Right. So we really want to make sure that it's done right and that you're taken care of, and it's as easy and as seamless as possible for you. We want to create a safe experience. That's number one priority, is we get things from point A to point B with no damage and no loss. But then there's all the other things that come along with it, and we deliver. That's what Top Team's all about.
That's good. And just, there are a lot of scams out there for seniors, for everybody, but especially for seniors, because we worked, excuse me, we worked hard for our money, and we don't want to be ripped off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and your income is not where it used to be, So
Right. So, do you know of like any scams in the moving industry or any that are out there? Just bad people, yeah.
Yeah, tons of scams. I would say mainly, on a local move, it's less likely than on a long distance move. Most of the scams that you hear about on the news or something, usually you'll find that it was going a longer distance. But yeah, just make sure that communication is on point. One thing that Top Team does is we're just very straightforward with our communication. We make sure that you understand what's happening and what the process is, but as we're going through it, and we don't want you to feel that you've been ripped off in any way, because we are here to have a continued relationship with you and all of your friends that you refer to us. So it's important. We're not just here to get the move done, take your money, and move on. Like we want to do a really good job for you so we can earn that word of mouth business that we're built on.
And that's a good way to to ease the tension. One of the that there's a lot of tension in moving. And if but
Definitely.
the fact that you have a good reputation in the community, and excuse me, and that we know that you do a good job is important to them, to kind of ease that, to know that so and so used it, or you're recommended by assisted living facilities and different companies, different communities. Excuse me. Now they're called communities.
Yeah.
Communities that that kind of eases that they know everything's going to be okay with the move.
Yeah.
And if you have any unexpected issues or delays, I'm sure your company is flexible with your customers.
Yeah, very flexible, especially for senior moves. Usually senior moves are a little bit smaller, a little bit more simple and easy. One thing that we have to look out for our perspective on a senior move is we need to express even more care and even more patience with whoever we're working with. Because whenever you're dealing with seniors, especially if we're moving into an ALF or something, usually that's after they've just gone through some sort of tough situation. And that tough situation can, make them need to make a quick decision on where they're going next. And whenever you're making rush decisions, that's when mistakes can happen. So, Top Team, it's important that people who are calling Top Team, they can call on us and just think of the move as being already taken care of. You already have so much else to worry about. Let's not worry about moving. Moving is already done for you. We're going to have you picked up and moved into your new space, and it'll feel like home.
Good. And if there are any damages or claims, that's something that, how would you address that? Which I'm sure that's very rare.
Yeah.
That happens with your company.
Yeah. Of course, safety is our number one priority. We're always going to do our best to avoid damages. But with how many moves we're doing, and things happen, right? Mistakes happen, accidents happen. We don't want to have those damages happen due to negligence and just lack of care. I can tell you that our crews, they do care. They do want the best for you. And again, their opportunities that they're given are based on their performance. So they want to perform at a high level. But say anything does happen, I would say that we have a guarantee that we can give you. We guarantee that your move is to be a 5-star experience. And if it's not, then we're going to do what we need to do to make it right, and make it right quickly. If that's due to a claim or a damage, it's get out there, get it repaired or replaced, back into the condition that it started in, or even better. That's our goal. And to do it quickly, because a lot of moving companies that you work with, if something happens, then they'll drag you through that claims process, and then you eventually get tired and it doesn't end up getting done. And I will say that with seniors especially, moving companies take advantage of that. They're going to say, this person's going to get tired out. They're going to stop calling eventually. I'll just put them off. So that's where we have to come in and really step up and get things done quickly.
Good. So the favorite part of your job?
Favorite part of my job, I really love how it is developing me as a human. So personal development is super important to me. And also that goes into leadership. So helping other people go through that journey of personal development. That's why we're here. That is our purpose as Top Team, is we're here to develop our team and the communities that we serve and help them, grow to their fullest potential. So we're very team focused, and any communities that we work with, whether that be ALFs or podcasts or whatever, whoever is in the room that Top Team is in, if one of our people are wearing a Top Team shirt, we expect that every room that person goes in, that we are uplifting and we are spreading a little bit of goodness everywhere we go, and helping people live out the human experience that they were meant to live out. That's what we want. We want Terri to be the best Terri can possibly be, and that's why we exist.
That is true. We all have a purpose, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Well, is there anything that I did not cover that you'd like to mention?
No, I just want to say thanks again for having me on this. I'm super proud of you and all that you're doing and what you're showcasing here on the Space Coast. It is very needed what you're doing, and not only is it very needed, but you are the perfect person to come in and fill that need. And you're good at what you do, and I'm excited to see where this goes for you.
I know. There's just so many. It's just that we have so many wonderful people in our network, and I just want people. I want Brevard County to know that there are people out there that can help with the needs of whether it's a mover, home health, hospice, and like Deidre. I interviewed Deidre. She talked about Alzheimer's, and there's so much that I want people to get to know you guys, and that that they can call on you at any time, so that they know who to turn to. So
Absolutely.
If someone would like your services, what would be their first step?
Yeah, first step is to reach out to us. Our main office line is 321-872-7238. You can call us, text us, whatever you need to do. We love bringing you free boxes.
That's right. You get boxes. We have to mention that. Your 20 boxes.
Yeah. So if you're a senior watching this, we'll bring you the boxes. But especially any people in the senior services industries, if you're working with seniors who have a move coming up, the easiest way to refer Top Team is to mention that we will bring 20 free boxes to their door. No obligation. You don't have to use us for your move. We're just here to provide value to the seniors and to the professionals that they're working with. And we know that givers gain. So the more that we're giving that's useful in a time of moving, like boxes, the more that'll come back to us, and our business is just going to continue to grow.
I mean, that's that takes a big worry off a person, because
boxes annoying, right?
Like when you're moving, you're like boxes. You're looking like in grocery stores and everywhere, and it's like, oh, that's a good looking box. I could use that box, and it's like you're almost salivating over boxes. So the fact that you furnish like 20 boxes, that's a lot of
Drop
boxes.
them off. 20 free boxes, comes in a nice bundle, easy for you to carry. Easy for you to store until it's time for you to actually start packing. So we'll drop them off early just so they're ready.
That's great. Okay, now the answer to the question.
Okay. Let's hear it.
I know we had talked about this, but so I don't know if you remember any of the people that were on the list.
Tell me about
it. Okay. So George Bush.
Yeah.
Jimmy Stewart, when he was in Princeton. Samuel Jackson. Now that's surprising.
No, that's cool.
Samuel Jackson when he was in high school in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Steve Martin. Now I can see Steve Martin.
Yeah.
I can see him with pom-poms.
With some pom-poms. Yeah, oh my goodness.
And they said that he made up such crazy chairs. They're like, we can't use that.
That's great.
Are you crazy? Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
FDR, Eisenhower, Michael, and Kirk Douglas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So it sounds like I should either become the next president or an actor.
There you go. There you go. See? You're in good company here.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, and then my quote, excuse me, the quote is from Ronald Reagan. He said, live simply, love generously, care deeply, speak kindly, leave the rest to God.
Amen.
That is so cool. Yeah, I love that. So, well, Colton, I really enjoyed our time together.
Me too.
And so that Brevard County got to know you and Top Team Moving better. So, if you want a reputable company for your next move, call Top Team.
We're here
Top
for
Team
you.
Moving.
Yes, ma'am. Let's do it.
Yeah, very good.
Thanks, Terry.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so I enjoyed our time together with Colton, and I look forward to our next episode of Time with Terry. And just a reminder, reach out to somebody today and be a blessing, and you'll be blessed too. Bye.